It's a red osier dogwood fence stay. This is plastic. Check out a fiberglass sucker rod. No bleed to the ground. Pulled right tight against that tree. So basically up against these trees all the way on down this line. Look at this fence stay, because this is not actually even grounded. And see how far, there's a gap there, suspended. $7,600. Basically right here, 66. $4,000 down there. So this one's got quite a bit of voltage in it. One that's actually touching the ground. 75. 58. Zero on this one. 8/10. So down here, nothing. So it insulates pretty good. That's my point, is something like that, that's such a hell of an insulator. I wasted my money putting an insulator on that wood post. I could have just used a fence stay. Oh, I guess, you know, and I had, during that ice storm last week when the power was off, I still probably running, you know, 15, 20 acres of ground on the little 6/10 of a joule self-contained solar unit. I was getting like 4,000 volts, not 7 or 9,000 volts like I'm getting with the big 30 joule line charger. But it was running this exact, it was running this this area I'm in here right now. We're measuring voltage on a 120 acre piece that's got multiple fences all through it. with stuff against the wood everywhere. A lot of polywire too. Polywire sucks up a lot of energy there, or doesn't conduct as well. Well, you got bleed over, you know, I just think it's probably radiation, really. And right here, right next to the fencer. So this is a 30 joule. And see, everything nowadays is low impedance. You know, they're not like the fence chargers we grew up with that were the weed choppers or high impedance. These have capacitors in them that can throw a charge and very quickly and not bleed, you know, not bleed into the resistance of a load on the fence wire. And I think that's what the difference is. The older fence chargers would short out with just a lot of vegetation load even. Well, that's the ground. That's 1 kilovolt on the ground. It's real common you'll have some bleed over on the ground too. This has been in this. There was an insulator here originally, but that fence has been in that black walnut. 8100 volts. It's been on that tree for years. 84. Down to that base there, 1.1. So I don't think that, and then 0 here, I don't think that means anything really. Just you're looking at the expense and the time it takes to put insulators on. So if you got a 3-wire fence and insulator is a quarter or 50 cents a piece, you know, be adding an extra $1.50, $2 to your fence post. You got these tube insulators, but you know, you got to know these you got to slide on ahead of time. So yeah, I don't really think, I just think the wood insulators on electric fence are for wood posts kind of a scam. Now you get, you know, an ice storm or a lot of water drops your voltage temporarily, because that could be a pretty good conductor to the ground at that